Hello, this week in Science Scouts, we're going to learn how to make water flow uphill against gravity. Our story for this week is called Danny McGee Drinks the Sea by Andy Stanton. A really big straw, huh? One summer's day, Danny and Franny McGee hopped into a car and drove down to the sea. The sea was all sparkly, blue as can be. I bet I can drink it, said Danny McGee. Said Franny, no, Danny, I cannot agree. You'll never drink all of it, Danny McGee. I will, just you watch, replied Danny McGee. Please fetch me a straw, and then you will see. So Fran fetched a straw that was longer than she. Danny McGee started drinking the sea. In 10 minutes' time, there was no sea to see, because all of the sea was in Danny McGee. I cannot believe it, said Franny McGee. You drunk the whole thing. It's amazing to me. I'm just getting started, said Danny McGee. And he flicked out his tongue and he swallowed a tree. And he swallowed a bird and he swallowed a bee and he swallowed a cat who was drinking some tea. And he swallowed a fly and he swallowed a flea. And he swallowed a man who was learning to ski. And he swallowed a pie. And he swallowed a pea. And he swallowed the weather girl on the TV. You're naughty, said Franny. I'm telling, you'll see. But Danny just giggled and swallowed a sweet. I know you think there's no such thing as a sweet, but believe me, there was before Danny McGee. I will swallow it all, shouted Danny McGee. And he swallowed the sand where the sea used to be. And he swallowed the mountains and every last tree. And he swallowed the jungle. He did it with glee. And he swallowed the people, and that includes me. And I'm writing this book inside Danny McGee. And he swallowed America, land of the free. And he swallowed up London, Chim Chim Tree. And he swallowed the alphabet, A, B, and C. And he swallowed the numbers, 1, 2, and 3. And he swallowed until there was no more to see. I swallowed it all, shouted Danny McGee. I'm best, I'm the king, I'm the top of the tree. I did it, said Danny McGee. I got it all, everything, every last flea. But then Franny said, Danny, you didn't swallow me. And she opened her mouth and swallowed Danny McGee. Little brothers can be so annoying sometimes. So they swallowed a lot of things, huh? So we want to know, how do you pick up water without using a straw, but without using your mouth? Okay, so they got a cup of water there. Now, how can you get the water out just using the straw and your hand? Right, well, we're going to make a siphon. A siphon is a tubular device, meaning it's a tube. It's bent. It forms two legs of unequal length, meaning one side is longer than the other. Okay, so kind of like this. We got a short side and a long side. It's used to transfer liquid from a high elevation to a lower elevation. Right, and that's because the air, or the air pressure, is pushing down on the water in the tube, and it's pushing it up the straw. And the air is going up the other side. And then gravity is going to pull it back down the heavier side. All right, so if you plug one end of the straw with your finger, it keeps the air from coming out of the straw. This keeps the water from entering the straw when you first put it in the water. And then when you remove your finger, water shoots up the straw. And it has enough energy to make it over the top, and gravity and air pressure keep it going. All right, so notice that this one is higher than this one. The short side's in here and the long side's down here. So the air pressure is going to push down this water. It's going to go up, and then it's going to get to the top, and gravity is going to pull it down. That's how people use, well, what people use. They use siphons to empty out their fish tanks. Now, some people will siphon using their mouth. Do you really want to suck water out of a fish tank? Yeah, I didn't think so. Right, to suck water up in a straw without using your mouth, you can put the straw in the cup, right? We're going to do two things. We're going to learn how to siphon, and we're going to learn how to just move the water, not just have it drip. So if you put the straw inside the cup and then put your finger on top, when you pick it up, there's going to be stuff in there dripping. And then you can move it to another cup, take your finger off, and it drips out. Okay. For siphon, though, you have to put your finger on the straw first, then put it in the cup and take it off. So it'll be two different things. So if you guys come into the library or just do it at home, you will get a kit. It will have a big cup and a little cup. It'll have a bendy straw and a straight straw. So what I have done is filled up my big cup full of water. I'm going to put some food coloring in it just so that you can see, the water. Because plastic cups and water just kind of don't show up too well, right? So now I kind of have a cup full of green water. Notice my two cups. I've got definitely one higher, one lower. And you're going to take your bendy straw. And we want the bendy part to be able to rest right on the edge of your cup. Okay. You might have to cut down the straw because it might be too big. We don't want it to sit up too high. We don't want it to be up like that. So you might have to cut it a little bit. Now, I will tell you, I've done this a couple times. 50% of the time it works, and the other 50%, I'm not sure what happens, but it doesn't. So you might have to keep trying. Okay. So remember, we said we want to plug the air in here, right? So we're going to real fast. We want this to be bendy. And we don't want any of the air to get out. We want a lot of air in here so that the water can't get in yet. Okay. I'm going to put my finger on it and I'm going to put it down real fast. So we're going to go 1, 2, and it's not going to work this time, of course. So we want the air to get trapped in here, but we can't have it. See, right now it's touching the water and we don't want it to touch the water yet. You just want to touch the air. Just want to trap the air inside the straw. And it's not going to work. All right, well, you guys keep practicing that. The other thing we're going to do is a little bit different. This one, I'm going to put it in the straw. Because I don't have any air trapped in the straw right now, guess what's happening? Just like when your finger goes in, right? Water's going up around it. The water's going up inside my straw right now. So if I put my finger on it, I have water inside. See how that worked? I have to put it down, put my finger on, and then take my finger off. Okay, so you could do that too. Or try trapping the air in there and having it go down. Now, like I said, sometimes I've gotten it to work. I think I've used my straw too many times and I've probably got a hole or something in there. But you want to watch it working. You guys can go see the video of the Science Buddies. Type in Science Buddies straw siphon video. All right, and they actually get it working from one to the other. I don't know how many times they had to do it. Like I said, I can get it sometimes, and then when I really want it to work, it won't show. And I'm sorry, but you can keep doing it this way. You can have races, which is what we're going to do in Science Scouts, right? Now, if I put my finger on here and then I put it in, I don't get any. I've trapped the air in, and now there's nothing going in. Okay? So putting it out like that doesn't get any. I have to put it in, put my finger on, and that'll siphon it out. All right, so have fun, and I will see you guys next week.